BikeSA TV is brought to you by the Namib Desert Run. On BikeSA TV this week, Motor School, Donovan's on a mission, Charlie Chats, and the events calendar. Motor School is brought to you by Odyssey, your point of sale and CCTV specialists.
Welcome back to another Motor School riding tip, proudly brought to you by Odyssey. Last week, we briefly discussed overtaking in the intermediate group at track schools. This week, we're looking at the slightly more advanced rider in the fast group. Again with me today, I've got Mr. Donovan Free, the bots racer currently in the regionals, ex-national racer. And if there's somebody who knows a lot about overtaking and how to overtake safely in the fast group, it'll be Mr. Donovan. So I've asked him to join us today. Guys, why I've brought Donovan in is because remember, in the fast group in our school and in most other schools, we do allow overtaking on the inside and the outside of a corner at apex and exit. But having said that, there's a lot around overtaking to make it safe and to make sure that the other rider is not intimidated and you don't get fixated. That's why, Donovan, please give me a brief explanation on overtaking in the fast group. What do you find is sort of the safest spot to overtake? Coming into a corner, let's say I've missed sort of my braking marker, I'm running on the outside of you. Can I still overtake you while you're sort of at the apex, or is that not a good idea?
Well, there's two sort of main ways of overtaking. On the inside, on the brakes, and coming out of a corner, either on the outside or the inside. Now, if you run it too hot into a corner and you run wide, and the guy still comes up the inside, because you're wide, it means you can turn it in, square the corner off nicely, and get on the throttle early, which means you can still overtake from there. The other rider's going to run wide, you're nice and squared up, you're on the throttle, you can still actually get past them after the corner.
Okay, just obviously I'm going to be a little bit sooner on the gas because I've squared off the corner a little bit more. I'll be able to bring the bike up sooner, have more traction, and that way obviously get on the gas much sooner.
Exactly.
Okay, and let's say I'm on the inside. So a lot of people say, well, what's this dive bombing thing? And you know, this guy dive bombed me. And I'm not always sure what they're referring to because there's so many ways of, you know, not passing nicely. In your opinion, what's a proper dive bomb and a big no-no at a track school?
Okay, the earlier you overtake the guy before the corner, because you put on brakes, say 100, 200 meters before a corner, the earlier you outbrake the person, the safer it is. The later you outbrake them before the corner, the more dangerous. And eventually it gets to a point where the rider in front is already turning into the corner, and then you try and go through. Now remember, that rider doesn't know you're there. He doesn't know you're coming up the inside. So you're turning in, so he's turning in. He's already looking at his apex, he's already planning, and next thing, here comes somebody
on the inside and rubbing elbows and all sorts of things. Now obviously the rider on the outside will probably get a hell of a fright, pick the bike up, run wide, and if not off the track, have a really close encounter, and that's a big no-no. That's not what you want, and that's a proper dive bomb.
Yes, well often, I mean, he doesn't even see you. He turns in, and next thing you know, there's suddenly a bike there, boom, and yeah, then there's fire and smoke and things.
No, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound like something we want to do or get into. On the outside, on the exit, not a good idea because I imagine you will drift it wide. So obviously squaring the corner off and coming on the inside on the exit will probably be the sort of safest bet.
It's a more difficult way to overtake. But you're right, if you go on the outside, the rider you're busy overtaking is going to drift wide. So if you're on the outside, he's going to push you off the track. So it's easier to actually go into a corner later behind the other rider, go later than him. And then as he's drifting wide for a sort of normal line, you square the corner off, get the bike upright, and get on the throttle sooner. And that way you can get more drive than him and possibly overtake him out of the corner.
Donovan, thank you so much. It explains a hell of a lot. Guys, I hope that little tip gave you information and will help you to be safer on track days in the fast group. Remember, there's a lot of turns and there's no trophies at the end of the day. So all you need to do is plan ahead, don't get fixated, and make sure if you do overtake, it's a clean overtake. I always say make sure there's at least a half a meter to a meter gap. Remember, it's not a race. And even in a race, dive bombing and things like that, it doesn't really go down well in the pits. And you'll just be marked a bully. And the same happens at a track school. In fact, at a track school, you'll probably be red flagged, black flagged, and sent home. Well, and if it gets a little bit out of hand, you probably will lose your bike, end up in the Kitteler. You don't want to do that. Well, I hope my tip helped you this week. Until next week, be smooth and be safe.
Mission impossible? Forget it. Move over, James Bond. Make room for Agent KOOS.
Yaku, 4-sticks BMW.
Yaku from 4-sticks.
That's correct. How are you?
Why is so? Yaku, I'm on a new mission. There's been an onslaught from the east, and the Japanese have been coming up with all sorts of new technology, and we just can't keep up. Yaku, I need your help. What can you do for me?
Just follow me. I've got something very special in mind for you.
Wow, it's an M3. What engine has it got?
V8.
And what's the horsepower?
420 horsepower.
0 to 100?
4.9 seconds.
Yes. Can I have the keys, please?
No, jump in the passenger side.
Has it got ejection seats?
No, but it's got a carbon fiber roof.
Wow, that was excellent. So, is it my turn to drive now? Hello, Agent Q. Wow, what is this thing? This is more like it.
G'day, Agent KOOS. Keep away from this motorcycle. I have something much more interesting to reveal to you over here. And it's a BMW S1000RR.
You mean a real BMW Superbike?
That's quite correct, with cutting-edge technology. 4-mode traction control, on the fly, operated by pulling in the clutch. Comes standard with a quick shifter.
A quick shifter?
Quite
From
correct.
BMW, good old conservative BMW.
Quite correct.
That's like the Queen of England taking a pole dancer.
And she'd be a nimble lady if she did.
Is it fast?
This bike is incredibly fast, 193 horsepower.
193?
With a wet weight of 204 kgs. And that's the lowest weight for a bike that's got ABS on it and is a super sports model.
What else has it got?
Inline 4-cylinder, water-cooled motor.
Just like the Japanese bike.
6-speed box, normal tyre sizes, 6-inch rear rim, 15,000 RPM.
What's all this over here on the suspension?
Okay, your suspension is designed right around the man in the street, only having 10 different clicks to set on your rebound and compression, as opposed to the 32 different clicks that you get on the Japanese suspension, which makes it very tricky to set up. So you're going to get your handling out of your bike a lot easier with this. And at the same time, you're going to see and experience how to change your modes. Rain, sport, Pay attention, agent. Rain sport, race, and slick. Slick mode takes all the modes off the motorcycle, that it's a pure sports motorcycle with no traction control. The other nice thing about this is that you're never going to flip it doing a wheelie because it has a wheelie control in it as well. It's really cutting edge technology superbiking.
So can I ride it?
You may well ride it. We've organised you a ride at Swartkorps Raceway. So you'll be able to go and test out and see just how fast and nimble she really is.
Yes!
Great. Just don't break her.
Okay, now this bike doesn't have any ejection seat, but what it does come with is special camouflage. It lets you blend in with your environment, which is important for a secret agent. For example, if you're in Santon and you need to look all kind of Alani, you know, and kind of blend in all bling bling, you turn it on this side. That way you fit in perfectly with all the Alanis out there. However, if you end up in the South Rand, however, you want to look a bit more like this. Okay, here we go, through the twisty bits. This thing handles just like a Japanese bike. It really is phenomenal. First time out, BMW has already got the handling good. But what's really amazing about this bike is the horsepower. Watch this, get on the throttle and oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, this thing is fast. This thing is very fast. I haven't ridden anything this fast since, well, I haven't ridden anything this fast. Jeez, like. Okay, here we go down the back straight, on the brakes, Brembo monoblocks working well through the corners. Now, this thing has traction control, and normally I'd say traction control's for a load of wussies, but for a bike with this horsepower, man, I'm glad it has it. It's a nimble machine. It's not the most nimble bike out there, but man, it's right up there with the best of them. BMW really has done something phenomenal with this machine. On the brakes, into the last corner, and here we go down the straight. Man, this bike's good. I can't wait to start working with it.
Coming up after the break, Donovan continues his mission, Charlie chats, and the event calendar. BikeSA TV is brought to you by the Namib Desert Run.
In the world of international espionage, it is sometimes necessary to withhold certain information, because if that information falls into the wrong hands, the consequences would be terrible. There's been some evil organizations and companies that have already taken over certain countries, like France for example, and limited the horsepower on motorcycles to 100. 100 horsepower. Does their malice know no boundaries? Okay, so let me let you in a little secret here. BMW say that this bike makes 193 horsepower, but they lied to us. This bike does not make 193 horsepower. It makes 200 horsepower. That's double the horsepower you're allowed in France. Oh man, Oros, shaken, not stirred. So, how you doing? Tell me, do you come here often? Step on through, my dear.
It's the morning after. Just what is Agent KOOS up to?
Get off your motorcycle. Get off your motorcycle. Stop. Come off your motorcycle. Now put your hands in the air very slowly. Now move back to the grass. Move back, Agent KOOS. I have warned you. Where is the keys to the motorcycle? Give me the keys. What way? No. No. Give me back the gun. No. You will not. Give me. You will not reach. You will not reach the gun. See, I'm too tall for you. Oh, no. Ow. Oh, you dirty bastard. I need to call my agency. Oh no, Julius is going to be very upset with me now.
I don't get it. Where's the damsel? What's this? Of course, I've been such an idiot. How could I have not seen this before? All this time, there's never been a damsel in distress, no lady in trouble. All this time, the damsel in distress has been this, the M3. It's very simple. Up until now, the pinnacle of automotive technology has always been the iconic M3. Whenever anyone thought of technology and performance in cars, you think M3. But the M3 has been alone in its plight. It has never had a motorcycle or something from the motorcycle section to join it. But up until now, the BMW motorcycles have always been slow and conservative and all that sort. But finally, the problem's solved. Over here we have the pinnacle of motorcycle technology. Something to join the M3 as the icon of current motorcycle technology. We have the iconic M3 and together with the iconic BMW S1000RR. But this poses an interesting question because we all know that the Japanese have got cauldrons full of technology and they're not going to be very happy about this. So I've got a good feeling that we're going to see some very interesting models coming soon. Keep a lookout.
Our roving raconteur Charlie Cooper is a pack rat of note.
How's it going, Oaks? Enough of all that other silly namby-pamby motorcyclist type stuff. Let me show you bikers something which is very, very useful. Please keep sending in all those emails with your useful ideas. When I find a lekker idea, I use it. Like this week's idea comes from a Mr. Giles, okay, who's a keen hiker, camper, climber kind of oak and he brought in this idea. So thanks, Mr. Giles, for this idea. We are using your idea on the show. You are now a famous person, but please don't let it go to your head. So now you Oaks all know how when you go off on a rally, okay, everything's lekker packed into your bag and everything's in place and then off you go and everything fits, okay. But come Sunday morning, you're about to leave and you just can't fit all those things in. Eventually you end up leaving your tent on the site, okay, I've seen that lots of times, and also you start leaving your clothes behind and things like that because you just can't fit them back into your case. Okay, well today I'm going to show you a trick I've learned from Mr. Giles on just how to fit all your stuff back into your bag exactly the same as when you left. Once again, you are so lucky you got me. But first, because we're working under extremely dangerous conditions as usual, we first put on our safety glasses and then our safety helmet. And now we are ready. So now for today's trick, we're going to look at two scenarios, okay? A scenario is like a situation, for the Oaks who don't know what scenario means. Right, now, the first scenario is like when you're leaving home. Now, there you are all neat, okay? So, you know, you all like lekker, your hair's in place and everything's lekker, okay? Because you are going to the rally, you're moving from the home situation towards the rally, okay? And then on Sunday morning, now you're getting out of your tent, okay, and now your hair is no longer lekker, you know, it's all over the place, and you are not feeling so lekker. And now you're about to leave, and now you've got to pack, okay. Now, what is the basic difference between the two scenarios, okay? Your state of mind. So, if you want to pack as well on a Friday night as you do on a Sunday morning, you better make sure that your state of mind on a Friday night is exactly the same as it is on a Sunday morning. So to get us in the state of mind that we be on a Sunday morning, I have pre-prepared for myself a lekker little one of my favorite beverages, okay? Now for those mother grandies out there who think that this is beer and that I'm promoting alcoholism amongst bikers, you must think again. This is just apple juice with some handy Andy and dishwasher soap suds on the top, okay? It just looks like beer, okay? This is just like a prop, you know, for movies, that sort of thing. Okay, so now you drink your favorite beverage, okay, on a Friday night. Not when you're going to go riding, so you're going to go to hurt or something like that. You just want to get yourself in the same frame of mind that you're going to be on a Sunday morning. Okay, so here we go. There we go. Okay, now, the trick is, got to wait for about 10 minutes. Right, now, our 10 minutes is up. Now is the time to start packing. Right, so now, all these things that you have now packed lekker, okay, that you're going to leave with, you can now put into your rucksack, your clean underpants, clean socks and things like that. Right, there we go. And there. And now, on Sunday morning, there, see, it all fits lekker. And Sunday morning, you're going to be exactly the same frame of mind, and you will be able to drive away from the rally without any hassle whatsoever, and all your stuff will fit into your luggage. So until next week, when I'll be showing you another one of my bikie tricks, keep your rubber side down and hang on to those cables, buddies.
The event calendar is brought to you by the Namib Desert Run. Here's your weekly racing diary. Internationally on Saturday, Supercross World Championships in the US. In the National Championship Northern Regions on Saturday, there's the Pro Tour at Zwartkops. And for the whole weekend at Talton, there's SA Drag Racing. In the Eastern Province on the weekend, the Kalahari 400 Off-Road Nationals on in Vryburg. And in the Western Cape on the weekend, there's the Adenko 400 in Darling. And get those diaries out for the social calendar. Of course, the Buffalo Rally's on for this weekend in Mossel Bay. On Saturday, the Draconians MCC are having their day duel in Muldersdrift. The Red Line Run is happening this weekend. And of course, don't forget BikeSA's Desert Run from the 26th to the 2nd of April. On BikeSA TV next week, we chat to Steve Plater and Craig Langton from Honda Kyalami. Do remember to pick up your March issue of BikeSA and Quad and Off-Road SA on shelves now. BikeSA TV is brought to you by the Namib Desert Run,